They are doing it! They are actually doing it! They are following the fucking light novels, dude! Dude! They didn't rush nothing! They pretty much did not rush nothing. They even added in a little bit of filler in this episode. Dude, you don't know how happy this makes me? If they continue this pace, if they really do continue the pace of how they've demonstrated in these past 2 episodes of Sword Online 2, we're gonna have a badass fucking anime. This will be very good because the pacing of so far from these first 2 episodes had been just everything I asked for out of the first season of SAO, and it failed to do. But at this, they're finally doing what this anime was meant to be. How Gun Gal Online was meant to be, how Sword Online was meant to be. They're actually giving it the respect it deserves. And finally, they're doing that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you know, pretty much everything was covered properly. There was not much skip. There was a little bit of inner monologue skip, which is understandable, but I feel like they handled it for the most part with the body movements and the way the characters acted with their emotions in their face and eyes, which they portrayed correctly. Now, there's one thing I do want to bring up that they failed to explain in this episode, and I highly doubt they're going to cover it again, because I know they skipped the explanation points in this episode. That minigun dude, the big dude Behemoth in this episode, and you see one moment in the beginning of this episode where he dodges a bullet from Shion's second shot. Now, I'm going to reveal exactly what went on there, because they did show it in visual anime form, so it's technically no spoilers. They just failed to, I guess, properly explain that. So I'm just going to go out right now and say it. Okay, so there was a trajectory line of Shion's second bullet coming at the minigun guy Behemoth, and you saw him dodge out of the way. In the light novel, it was explained that if you're in cover and no one knows where your position is at and you fire your first bullet off, they will not see the bullet line, the bullet trajectory line coming at the person. That's why Shion was able to attack that first person with that regular physical weapon and kill him without any issues. And then on her second shot, she wasn't able to take down that Behemoth dude because her line of sight, like, she was already discovered by everybody else in their line of sight. So pretty much, she could not do another sneak attack unless she changed positions. And that's why you saw Shion constantly changing positions in this episode. A sniper's role is to change positions in Gun Gal Online, because once they fire one bullet, they have to move again or they will be killed, because they know where they're coming from and they will be able to see the trajectory of when they aim and shoot someone. So just letting that know right now if you did not understand that, but they did show that off in the episode, but they failed to explain that. So anyways, continuing on, the fight, oh shit, yes, yeah. That facial expressions of Shion, dude. When you see her getting all pissed, like her squad mates are like, no, we just need to log out. I'd rather, log out than get defeated and all that and die. And when you say, like, be a freaking man, even though this is a game, you should rush in there and die and all that. I'm like, what the fuck? Just her face, the animation of the face, how angry she was, how she acted. Damn, yes, this is why I love this arc. Oh, fuck, yes. Okay, so that was great. I love how they betrayed the emotions of Shion, and at the same time, you get to see her type of personality in this episode. For instance, she seems to come off as a very cold character. A cold character that just wants to win, take down her opponents, and you can see she just enjoys battle at the same time. So I like that a lot. I like how they really managed to hit home with that personality of hers, and they managed to explain that correctly. Animation was on point, and there was some still frames used in this episode, especially with the background frames, which it was completely fine with the way they used the still frames to show off Shion's sniper perch. I think it did a damn good job setting up the post-apocalyptic atmosphere that, Gun Gal Online betrays, and it did that, especially with how they did the buildings, the drawings of the buildings, the entire landscape of it, getting to see the sunset come over the horizon. I mean, everything was what I thought of when I was reading the light novel for the first time, and they did that. They really did that. I am so happy. I promise you all, I am beyond happy right now. Gun Gal Online, done properly, is like my fucking Christmas present. It really is. Because this is what I've asked for from anime for such a long time. Just adapt the shit properly. Do it properly. And you will have a good series. And that's what they're doing. If they keep it like this. Oh, okay. So, one thing I do want to cover, though, and talk about, okay, one major thing that they also did, the filler section, was at the beginning of this episode. Now, in the beginning of this chapter, in the light novel, you had pretty much our main female character here of this episode, Sinon, talking in her mind about how she got her sniper rifle. On that entire time when she was sitting on the sniper perch by herself, she was thinking in her mind of how she got that sniper rifle, how it's a legendary sniper rifle, and at the same time she had to take down a random, like, monster down below underground gun gallon line, and it was a rare drop, and she managed to get that. They failed to explain that. They might cover that eventually, but still, I like how they still used, like, I guess, a flashback, and they used it in place of an inner monologue, which is fine. I like how they did that. It was really good. It got the point across, so I'm not going to complain there. But there was one scene in this entire episode which I'm going to probably see a lot of people bitch about. A lot. That ending when you get to see almost a tentacle rape scene once again. Yes. I honestly don't remember that from the light novel. I really don't. I think it happened. I think it did. I remember the scene with Asuna and Kirito sitting all up there and talking and all that, but I don't remember that scene with specifically them talking. So, and that tentacle rape scene. I think that was added in. But whatever it is, I feel like that killed the mood of what this episode did, honestly. From a standpoint of how I felt about this episode, I do admit that that scene right at the end, especially with that almost tentacle rape scene, was just, yeah, the mood was destroyed. It was. It really was. But then the mood picked back up again when you got to see Ankrat floating in the sky and you see Kirito looking up at it, and then the episode ends. Speaking of the ending of the episode, love that fucking ending song. Yes. And that opening song is beastly. Kirito just being fucking lightsaber up against fucking bullets. Come on, just, oh, dude. Okay, so anyways, that's enough of me discussing about SAO 2, Episode 2. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, everybody. Now, I know everybody has their own opinion, so please let me know if you hated this episode or if you love this episode. All of you light novel readers out there, please do not spoil for anime-only watchers. If you're going to discuss about the light novels, only discuss up to this very point. Don't discuss after, please, I beg of you, because I don't want to spoil anime-only watchers and ruin the enjoyment value from this series. So anyways, everybody, I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.